And what better place to get a taste than here in the kitchen? The pilot was flying toward the Lancaster airport, and that's when he realized he was missing this. Once you enter your license plate number in here, you can continue changing parking spots within the 2-hour time frame. Before they got the iPads this week, firefighters were still using these. The doors here to see Donald Trump don't open until 4 this afternoon, but some of these people have been here since 4 this morning. The plant that was here at the turn of the century may be gone, but its equipment is still being used here in the new store. The church had another unusual incident just a couple of days before Halloween. They found a man on one of the lower roofs with a mask and a hood up over his head.
It's so unique. Once you walk in the door, you just know something is different.
It's a different door and a different stage every night.
I like to say we bring the theater to the people instead of people coming to the theater.
Servant Stage Company shows travel to nursing homes, parks, and churches across Lancaster County with one mission in mind.
We strive to inspire, to educate, and to just reach everybody.
The company's most recent show was the Broadway musical Little Women, adapted from Louisa May Alcott's classic novel.
A book that everyone has read at some point or another.
The show itself is so special. It's such a good representation of what the novel is originally. They take the characters and they are real and they have so much honesty and life in them, and they still do in the musical.
If you think seeing a live performance is too extravagant, the performers here say, pay what you want.
So truly anyone can come see the show that would want to. A family of 10 can come see the show, and if they're not able to provide financially, that's fine with us.
It's gotten to the point where you can't go to a baseball game unless you're wealthy. You can't go to a theater with a full family unless you're wealthy. And Servant Stage is doing something in their small way to change that.
But even though Servant Stage has this pay what you want policy, the cast members are still professional actors.
I can promise with Servant Stage it will be just as good, if not better, for what you would be paying somewhere else.
And with each new show, both the cast and crew stick to the company's mission of service.
To bring the best entertainment we can to those who really can't afford it or can't get out to see it. The pay is the smiles.
In Lancaster, Irene Snyder, WeTown.org.
We left everything and we just ran for our life.
18 years waiting for freedom. 18 years looking for a new chance in life.
We had no hopes, no dream, no nothing. Our dream was to be alive the next day.
When Milan Neopani was just 1 year old, he and his family were forced to leave their homeland of Bhutan. They fled to India and were then sent to Nepal. It was there that Milan grew up, in a refugee camp.
30 to 50 people were dying every day from diarrhea, dysentery, vomiting, malaria.
Like all other refugees, Milan and his family had to pass through a 5-stage vetting process before they could enter the United States.
You have Homeland Security, you have FBI, you have CIA, you have retina scans and blood tests, and so all kinds of background checks to make sure that there's no relation between you and any terrorist.
In 2010, they finally made it to the U.S. Milan now works at Bethany Christian Services in Lancaster, where he helps other refugees who are trying to start a new life here.
I don't charge them anything. I just volunteer.
The organization just started its Lancaster refugee program last May, but with President Donald Trump's executive order, there will have to be some changes.
If this 120-day halt takes place, many people don't realize that's a 4-month halt in our program.
Bethany Christian Services had originally planned on resettling about 180 refugees this year from around the world. But with the executive order, that number will be more than cut in half.
Yes, I understand the need for us to keep our borders strong and to not let illegal immigrants come in this country, especially those who are bent on violence and harming people. But refugees aren't the people that are doing those things.
After those 18 years in a refugee camp and 5 years in the U.S., Milan just got his U.S. citizenship, and he says he will definitely be voting in the next election. In Lancaster, Irene Snyder, WeTown.org. If you like cats and books, they have both here at Cupboard Maker Books. Cats roam free at this used bookstore in Enola. Customers can read, draw, or play with a furry friend.
They're all nice cats, and they're, looking for a good home.
Cupboard Maker Books hosts these cats until they are adopted.
We have a lot of our customers, I've had customers that I've watched who are longstanding customers, they see that special cat and you can actually see them fall in love.
The cats are from a no-kill shelter, Castaway Critters.
They take care of the vet bills, we take care of the food and the litter, but they take care of everything else. They're wonderful.
All of the cats are up for adoption, except for the store cat, Squeaky. He has lived at this bookstore for the past 3 years.
I just love having him here. Many people would love to adopt Squeaky. I always have to say, no, I'm so sorry, Squeaky's ours, because he's so good with everyone.
These animals play on the catwalks around the store. You never know what you'll find on the shelves.
It's a good experience, and you never know when you're going to see one pop out the bookcases and all.
These cats are adopted pretty quickly. Within the past 4 years, almost 100 cats have found good homes. But they also help the customers through tough times.
We've seen so many cats come through, really just helping people get over losses, losses of their other pets, other huge losses just from finding the cat. So it's been great.
So the process is simple. You come in here and you pick out your book, you pick out your cat, and then you head on over to castawaycritters.org to fill out your adoption sheet. Irene Snyder, ABC 27 News. Good morning, everyone. 3 things you need to know today. First, a missing teen with autism has been found after a 4-hour search. Officials say the 15-year-old had apparently left his home on a bicycle Wednesday evening after getting upset. A state police helicopter helped them in the search, and thankfully they did find him by 9 p.m. that same night. Another captive deer has been found with chronic wasting disease. This case was a 4-year-old deer who was shot in November in Franklin County. This disease attacks the brain of the infected animal, and eventually it does kill them. Officials are tracking the path of the deer to see what other deer might have come into contact with the infected one. This is the first new case in a captive deer since 2014. But the Center for Disease Control and Prevention says that thankfully there is no danger to public health. On a lighter note, a new restaurant is opening in downtown Lancaster right next to the Central Market. Daniel Falcon's neighborhood pub-style restaurant will be serving pizza, cheese fries, and wings. But he still has to come up with a name for his restaurant before it opens in early April 2017. It'll be located at 25 West King Street, which used to be Charlotte Shop. That's going to do it for us today. Make sure to check out our website, Lancaster Online, to follow us on social media. I'm Irene Snyder. Have a great day.